Well, thank you, Colin, and thank you for your kind words. And thank you very much to the KTN for this invitation to speak. Yes, it has been a tough year, and yes, things do seem to be getting a bit better. Yes, we're in the middle of an election campaign, and we all know that whatever the various parties say, whatever the outcome, cuts in public expenditure are pretty well inevitable. And this means that public support for innovation and new technology will come under, yet again, renewed scrutiny. And so, when these decisions are made, it may well be that politics may well transcend need. And so, this could be a very crucial meeting indeed for the materials KTN. So, I congratulate the organisers on having it here at Church House. This is a very historic place. And in view of these difficulties, perhaps the organisers also hope that it might be a place where we might get a sort of higher source of inspiration. You never know. Anyway, it's worth a try. Now, Robert asked me to say something about the challenges that we face. So, what are they? Well, for a start, there's reducing poverty, improving worldwide health, coping with climate change, repairing the financial system, terrorism, globalization, aging population, sustainability, green energy, retaining biodiversity, and this is just some of the problems. But, you know, there are other challenges which it seems are less daunting, but are a bit more particular to us. For instance, the challenge of getting more balance into our economy. The business press speaks of this every day, and politicians speak of how we must achieve this by investment-led, export-led growth. Growth delivering high-value products and services into global markets. We must make this happen by adapting modern technology, by innovation, by transferring knowledge from our universities and research organisations to business and industry. Well, we know all about these challenges. Indeed, we're going to hear later today about some of these challenges, about sustainability, the challenges of energy, and of high-value markets. But the purpose of this change in balance is not only to lessen the risk of our exposure to another financial catastrophe, but as I said, it is to get more growth into the economy. All the parties agree that growth is the best way of paying our debts. But what is the role of government in this? Judging from what's being said in the election campaign, it seems to me that Labour and the Lib Dems are convinced that the state is an engine of progress in achieving this. The Tories say that too much government stifles individual initiative, and so it is best to rely on market forces and individuals to choose the right technologies and to apply them. It seems to me that probably the best approach must be a mixture of the two. But I can tell you that legislating for this sort of thing is very tricky, and the input of this KTN will be quite crucial in this. And if we are to apply more balance, the country is going to have to make its living differently in the future. Do we really know how to finance the enterprise and the new technology which will be essential to achieve this balance? It's not really what the UK financial system is good at, particularly at this time as far as small and medium-sized companies are concerned. But things, I think they are changing. The Council for Science and Technology, in their recent report, A Vision for UK Research, makes some interesting proposals about this challenge, and I think it's worth reading. And business, too, is changing. In addition to commercial and economic considerations, quite rightly, businesses have to consider environmental and social issues as well. The triple context, as tomorrow's company puts it, or stewardship, as it is being increasingly referred to. This is what is behind the renewed debate about shareholder value. Is a business best served by shareholders who want to see it perform well over the years? Or are shareholders served better by a business which gives them a quick return so that they can sell their shares and repeat the process? Here too, the point of balance is, I think, moving. So, not only do we have to survive these hard times, not only do we have to invest, innovate and deliver high-value goods and services at home and abroad, we also have to equip ourselves for what the world is becoming. Now there's a challenge, or a whole series of challenges. What's more, it seems to me that not only is our work going to become more pressured, it's also going to become more multifaceted. This was brought home to me recently when I was told about a new course at the Harvard Business School. Now, as we know, most of the courses deal with the skills, and the theory, and the practice of management. But this course is different. The idea behind this course is that instead of solving problems by deeper study, it brings together knowledge from many different fields of study to find the answers to issues and problems which business managers come up against. I suppose this is partly stimulated by the realization that 21st century investment is more than just bricks and mortar. It's more than just equipment. It's more than just science and technology. It's also developing the right software, promoting the brand, getting more and deeper insight into the market and the individual customer, developing and training the right talents and skills. All of these so-called intangibles are today an essential part of investment in a high-value added competitive business. And it seems to me that if we are going to successfully deal with these and many of our varied challenges, we need to agree on a few basic principles. At election time is actually a good time to do this, because many of these principles